The coin market cap is used to summarize everything that is said in this movie. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my station to get more XRP news and news about cryptocurrencies in general. Look at this now. The SEC hits back. Ripple's case for Binance was turned down in the final filing. The SEC once again caused a spread effect with spread versus. In its answer, which is sent at the end of the case, the CC talks about Ripple's most recent filing. It looks like everything Ripple says about the SEC's case against Binance is being attacked by the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC. This could help Ripple's case against the SEC. Ripple recently brought up the Binance case to make a case against the SEC's method of enforcing rules instead of regulating them. To do this, they brought up the fact that the legal context wasn't clear. This is the most up-to-date information. A lawyer for the defense named James Fallon sent the most current court document. In it, the Securities and Exchange Commission said that the verdict in the case against Binance had nothing to do with the case against Ripple that was still going on. A spokesperson for the Securities and Exchange Commission said that Ripple tried to make the case that it did not act recklessly and should not be fined heavily by pointing out a part of the long Binance decision. However, the Securities and Exchange Commission did not talk about the Binance coin secondary market deals or the decision about the programmatic sales of XRP. SEC's response to the argument about fair notice, the SEC responded by saying that the Binance verdict has nothing to do with the current discussion about remedies. Ripple left out a big part of the Binance verdict that said the fair notice theory does not offer a defense against liability. A legal concept called fair notice makes sure that people are properly informed of any claims or legal actions that have been taken against them with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This gives people enough information to be able to react or defend themselves in court. The court also thought about the fact that the cryptocurrency business had been told what the government expected with the 2017. Furthermore, the SEC told Ripple that it had been given legal advice about possible problems with its sales, which showed that it was aware of the chance of breaking the law. This was talked about in terms of fair notice and different points of view on the law. The Securities and Exchange Commission asked Ripple to fix the problem, and they suggested a fine of no more than $10 million. The CC, on the other hand, wanted to fine them $2 billion. The Binance decision is a big loss. John Reed Stark, who used to work for the Securities and Exchange Commission, said that for the exchange, Judge Amy Berman Jackson talked about the ruling that was made about the programmatic sales of XRP. The Ripple Labs court's decision that the CC stance did not line up with the Supreme Court's instructions was one that she agreed with. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission SEC and Ripple have been in a court battle for more than 3.5 years that could get worse. No decision has been made about the result yet, even though testing began in April. Some people in the business have joked that the lawsuits might not be settled for a few more years, but a lot of people think that the end might be just around the corner. For this reason, the American lawyer Fred Rispoli is a good model. In a recent statement, he talked about the latest events in the Ripple v. SEC case and said that the 31st of July could be the day when the court makes a final decision. Besides that, he said that the company would only have to pay a fine of up to $25 million because of the decision, and there would be no costs for discouraging them. The judge said that all sales that she thought were illegal would be stopped permanently, and she said that all of Ripple's new contracts were not properly before her. This means that the SEC will have to file another lawsuit if it thinks that these contracts go against her ruling, the lawyer said. Another person who thinks the court case might be over this summer is American lawyer Jeremy Hogan. In spite of this, he planned to pay out $100 million. That's right. I said that the judge will make Ripple pay a $100 million fine, but he will also give them a bonus by not making them pay any disgorgement. It's important to note that the case's outcome could have a big effect on the price of XRP. Ripple could start a bull run for the asset and the cryptocurrency market as a whole if it wins the big game. If you want to learn more about that subject, we've included a movie that's all about it below. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission responded to the defendant's notice of supplementary power by firing back at Ripple. Ripple used a recent Binance decision in its notice to show that the SEC's method of regulating by punishment doesn't work, make its case against the agency stronger. The issue that Ripple brought up was that the regulatory system wasn't clear. On the other hand, the SEC has said that it doesn't agree with the move to include the Binance case in the current discussion about remedies. A worker for the agency named George A. InRail said it has nothing to do with the move that is being thought about right now. To make matters worse, the Securities and Exchange Commission says Ripple left out an important part of Binance's decision that didn't support the idea that the fair notice theory can be used as a defense against liability. What the ruling says is that the government was trying to follow a federal security law that is many years old. In addition, it was said that the agency had sent a warning to the cryptocurrency business in the 2017 DAO report, which happened before most of Ripple's XRP sales. John Reed Stark, who used to work for the Securities and Exchange Commission, said that Binance's move was a huge loss for the financial exchange. The customer service representative also remembered that Ripple had talked to its lawyer about the legal issues that might come up because of these sales, which shows that the company really knew about them. The response that Ripple sent to the agency's request for remedies came in April. It said that the civil penalty shouldn't be more than $10 million. This information came from you today. According to the SEC's original argument, Ripple had to pay a total of $2 billion. At the same time, Ripple plans to fight the SEC and win another big battle. People who are excited about XRP are feeling better after this event. The most recent core documents from Ripple talked about the decision Amy Berman Jackson made in favor of Binance. The SEC's claims were brought to the attention of Judge Amy Berman, who said that the trades of BNB on the secondary market are not securities. Binance's victory was used by Ripple to show that Judge Amy's decision that digital assets like XRP might not exactly fit within the framework of current securities rules, such as the Howey test, was important. Ripple believes that the fact that the court found a strict liability violation on some of its sales, but not as many as the SEC said were violations, does not show a willful disregard for the law or call for harsh punishments. This is supported by the fact that regulations were not clear before the ruling. There's a curve. Because of the recent decision made by companies in the cryptocurrency business, Ripple has sent notice of supplemental authority. This page's material is not meant to be trading advice, and it is not responsible for any investments that are made based on it. Please think carefully about anything you decide to invest in before you make it. We strongly suggest that you do your own study and you are talking to a professional who knows what they're talking about.